What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Street Talk. I am your host, Shauna Sakura from Shauna Sakura Films. Today, I have the legendary Colorado's own DJ Cos.
Legendary? I'll take that, dog.
Okay, I'll take it back. Never mind.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I
No,
don't
we'll
know.
leave it legendary. Of course, it's legendary.
All right, bet. Let's rock.
So, speaking on that,
Yeah.
maybe you can tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit of your background, all that legendary stuff.
I mean, yeah, Colorado born and raised. You guys, if anybody knows me, knows I'm Colorado all day. Colorado versus everybody. I rock it every chance I get, man. I love being from Colorado. I love repping Denver, and ever since I started into it, I realized that there was a community here that wasn't well represented. So I'm just trying to be a part of that and help grow the Colorado scene. So that's why you see me all constantly with Colorado versus everybody. But background shit, I mean, like I said, man, born and raised in Colorado, been in the DJ game for, damn, man, at least 15 years now, maybe even longer. I'd have to really look. Started off kind of like a lot of other DJs. Started off in the bars. I was helping out my boy, DJ Dings. He put me on, and he taught me a lot of stuff. I was helping him. I would set up speakers and all that stuff. And then when he needed a break, I would get to jump on and play some music. That grew and grew and grew until Dings and Cos was born. Dings and Cos was dope. Me and him was DJing, all these different spots around town, sometimes together, sometimes separate. And then I started doing my own thing. I locked in with a lot of local artists and, started making a name for myself in the Colorado music industry, especially the hip hop community, doing a lot of shows. That graduated into podcasts, internet radio, hosting, doing interviews, doing all that stuff. Doing the Geek Hop spot on GSS a long time ago, working with guys like Lance at Turntime TV, doing Dings and Coast Radio on our own. So a lot of dope shit like that, and just mixing in with the Colorado hip hop community. You know what I mean?
Things you've done. What's your favorite? What's your favorite thing to do? Do you like?
Well, DJing is always going to come first. That's how I got into all of it. That's my love. I love playing music. I love being the kind of life of the party, so to speak. I like being the reason why everybody had a good time. So that's how it started, and that's how it always is. I don't get a better feeling than playing music, looking up, and seeing everybody dancing and having a good time and vibing with what I'm doing, getting those reactions. That is why I do it, and that's what I love about it. But doing the podcast stuff is always fun because, people that know me know I love sports. I love to talk. I love music. I love interviewing people and finding out new things, giving people platforms. So that's close second for sure, right? Doing the podcast stuff.
All right.
Dabbled a little bit in like studio stuff, trying to do beats or trying to like help produce music, I guess, so to speak, or giving my opinion on people doing music. That's always fun too. I want to get more into it, but I feel like right now I don't know, maybe I don't know enough about it to like fully jump in, and that's on me. I gotta try to be better about it. But it's a lot of fun. I like doing it. I really like doing the shows too, man. Concerts, you know what I mean? Doing the live shows. That's always dope. Again, seeing young artists hit the stage for like the first time. I always like rocking with artists that are like, hey, this is my first time performing. Because then it's cool. Like you kind of see, I'll see somebody for the very first time at a local show, and then like a couple months later or a year later, I'll see them again, and it's like I'm watching them grow as an artist to see like, yo, did they take the advice I gave them after the first time that we did
see the
something?
growth.
Yeah, and see like, yo, are they getting better? Are they actually, you know what I mean? And when you see that they are growing and are getting better, like it's cool. I like doing that. So the shows definitely is up there, but DJing and making people dance and being able to have that power of changing the crowd, changing the mood, changing the vibe, and like kind of manipulating it, I like doing that the most.
All right, I got a question for you. Since DJing's number one, which I mean I knew it was, and you like making people dance, so like there's a lot of hit records, mainstream records, things like that that'll do exactly that. But then you're also invested into the local community and artists that are out here. So what do you prefer? What do you like doing better? Do you like playing like hits that just like really make a moment at a party or whatever for people?
Sure.
Or do you like breaking a record and, seeing the reaction on people's face? Or do you have a special moment other than that?
I think it's honestly, it's just gonna sound like an on the fence kind of answer, but it's a combination of both. What I love doing is taking a record that everybody knows, right, and getting everybody hyped up, getting everybody, dancing and going, and then all of a sudden you kind of drop in or you mix in something that maybe people don't know, especially a local artist, local shit, and you don't lose them, right? They're
Yeah.
still dancing, they're still vibing, they're still digging with it. I'll get people, especially when I would do stuff or when I do stuff out of state, and then people come up and they're like, yo, who is this? What is this? I never heard this before. And then I can tell them, like, yeah, this is so and so from Denver or whatever, like, check them out. That's happened to me a bunch of times. I love doing that. So it's a combination of obviously playing a hit and getting them worked up, and then hitting them with a newer record or a local record and seeing that the vibe is going to change. Because then that, in a DJ's opinion, that kind of solidifies, like, yo, you got a hit here, bro, right? Because if I play something, if I got everybody on the dance floor, everyone's gigging, everyone's vibing, they're all dancing, they're all rubbing on each other, and then all of a sudden I drop you a record and half the dance floor leaves, that tells me, yeah, bro, this might not be a hit. You know what I mean? This ain't it. But if everyone stays, you know what I mean? Like, it's no different than when back in the day, man, you pop in, Jay-Z's brand new CD, Lil Wayne's new CD, whatever, and you're listening to it, and you're like, nah, I'm not feeling this one next song. It's no different, right? Like, is this not skippable music type situation?
What's the most important skill for a DJ to have?
In my opinion, being able to read a crowd, knowing your audience, right? If you're doing a kid's birthday party, probably don't drop NWA. Probably don't drop some, you know what I mean, like Brother Lynch type stuff. Like, don't do that because you're at a kid's party. So you know what I mean. I mean, it's knowing your crowd, knowing who you're DJing for. I think I guess maybe when you get to a certain level, you can say, I'm gonna play whatever, and you're gonna love it because I am who I am, and you guys all maybe paid to be here to see me.
Trust you. They
Sure,
trust- yeah.
but in my opinion, for the most part, until you get to that upper echelon of DJ, which 99% of us are not at, it's knowing your crowd, right? If you're at a car show, yeah, oldies, you know what I mean? Like, that's what they want to hear, dog. You're at a kid's birthday party, the new poppy stuff, bro. I don't care if you don't like Taylor Swift or, Huntrix or whatever is popping at the moment. That's what these kids want, and you got hired to make these kids dance, so do that. If you're at a prom, what do 18-year-olds want to dance to? What do they want to party to? Not that ain't the time to bust out, oh man, back in my day, this is what we partied to. They don't care about that. You know what I mean? When you're doing a party for you and your people, you should know what they want to hear. So therefore, knowing your crowd is in my opinion, the most important skill. Because you can cut, you can scratch, you can beat match, you can. I think musical knowledge is like 1B, right? If 1A is knowing your crowd, 1B is musical knowledge. Because if you have a bunch of musical knowledge, that's when you dig deep in the mine crate, because we don't rock the crates anymore. But you know what I mean? You dig deep in your crate and you're like, oh shit, I know exactly what's going to go with this, and nobody's going to expect it, but everybody's going to love it, type of deal.
Which I think you have that skill is why people want to become a DJ, right?
Yeah.
That's before you even touch the tables or anything. Is like you kind of have that catalog built up in your head.
For sure.
I would assume. What's the biggest mistake that you see other DJs make, or the most common?
I mean, I don't know, man. Like it varies between how other DJs see it. I think one of the biggest arguments or debates between DJs within the DJ community is request or no request.
Yeah.
Right? There are DJs that are like, no, they hired me, like you said, they trust me and my musical knowledge to play the right music and to make everybody have a good time. So no requests. I don't want to hear what Karen over there wants to hear because she's drunk. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to play what I am doing because that's why you hired me. And then the people that do take requests, because again, you're there to entertain the crowd. And you may think that all of these people want to hear what you're about to play next, but in reality, you know what I mean? Karen's right. You know what I mean? Play this, play this 80s jam.
She knows what her group
right.
is
And
into, yeah.
she knows her and all of her Karen friends are about to lose their mind. Right? So it's like, I don't know if you would count it as a mistake by not playing requests, but for me and in the line of DJing that I do, weddings, birthdays, corporate events, house parties, clubs, you know what I mean? That's the time to kind of, again, be able to read the crowd or take a request, right? As opposed to just going in there and thinking that you know what's best for everybody and they're going to love whatever you play because you're DJ, so-and-so. You feel me?
Yeah,
So I guess, having too big of an ego, I guess, is one of the biggest mistakes I see. The other one that I've seen a lot of people do, everybody's done it, and myself included, and I had to get taught out of this habit. And shout out to my boy DJ Dings because he was the one that used to beat it into my head. Don't play the hits early. Build your crowd
That
up.
makes
If you
sense.
are playing all of the hits, whether they're old school classic hits, new stuff that's out on the radio, whatever the case may be, you playing that shit before 11 o'clock, you're playing yourself because you're either going to have to play it again in the club or you won't, or you're going to be one of those DJs that are like, I'm not going to play two songs twice. And now you lost a great opportunity because now people are like, how does this DJ not play this song? It's the biggest song in the
So
world
the
right
hype
now.
is going down instead of up. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't play all the hits early. And if you are a DJ sharing the night with another one, if you are the opening DJ before the headliner or whatever, or if you're just the first DJ in front of the second DJ, don't fuck him over by, again, playing all the hits during your set because, again, you want everybody to think that you're the shit. They hired two DJs, accept it, you got to go first. The idea of the night is to make everybody have a good time all night, right? What kind of party wants to have, oh man, that DJ killed it, 12 o'clock rolled around and everybody fucking left because you played all the hits and left scraps for the second DJ?
Do you have a favorite DJ that you like look up to or like watched? Like,
Oh, yeah. I mean, me being my age and the era I grew up in, the 90s and 2000s mixtape DJs that took over like all of hip hop, those are my guys, right? So Funk Flex, DJ Clue, Tony Touch. I really love Tony Touch because him and Kid Capri. Kid Capri was probably my first ever favorite DJ, and that was only because I thought he sounded so fucking cool on Def Jam Comedy, right? You know what I mean? It's Kid Capri, and I was like, that guy is so fucking cool, dude. I want to do that so bad. And then Tony Touch, man, because he was representing for Latinos, really tough, and he was known to mix some like Latin shit with some hip hop shit and just make it sound really dope. So I really like Tony Touch, but as I got older and it went on, right, you had to show respect to those DJs that were just absolutely killing the mixtape market, and not even necessarily mixtapes. Like I was talking to Riaga not too long about this when we were doing stuff with the mixtape that I'm doing, and I told him like I don't want it to be. Me and you were talking about it too. I don't want it to just be a mixtape. I want it to feel like an actual album.
Yeah.
And the first DJ that I remember really doing it like that was DJ Clue when he put out his albums, and they were signed to, they were Def Jam albums. They were CDs at Best Buy and Sam Goody and all the places that you could find all the regular albums. It wasn't like, yo, I got to go to the hood spot and get the burned CD of this mixtape. Now, that's what mixtapes are supposed to be. So those tapes are always dope. But he made it like, I'm putting out a mainstream album. The production was dope. Everything about it was dope. So Clue was definitely one of my favorites. And then there's some serious legends in Colorado that I will always fuck with. I don't know them all personally. I haven't worked with them all, but just I'm secure enough in my own manhood and DJ hood, whatever, to say these guys are fucking dope and I look up to them. DJ Beds he's the GOAT of Denver and DJs, in my opinion.
Well, he was the
He's done so much stuff. He was the first official Broncos DJ, Nuggets DJ. He got to go to Brazil and DJ for Team USA basketball.
Yeah.
He's done mixtapes. He's done radio. He's done everything, bro. DJ Beds, in my opinion, is the GOAT of Denver DJs. You got other guys, obviously DJ Stacks, you know what I mean? DJ Chones, always dope. And you got the guy right now who everyone is saying, yo, this is the guy, and it's Squizzy Taylor, right? He's the Broncos DJ now. He owns his own nightclub. He's everywhere that you want to be in Denver. If you're going out and you want to know, yo, where's the dope party at? It's most likely wherever Squizzy's at. He's that guy. And so I look up to all of those guys. You know what I mean? Because they're all dope as hell. And there's a lot other ones, too, that are dope as hell. But those are the guys, like, you know what I mean? If you ask me, like, Mount Rushmore of DJs,
sure,
I'm saying Beds, DJ Stacks, DJ Chones, and Squizzy Taylor. But there's also, like, a bunch of other DJs that, like, have their faces smaller underneath that are super dope, too. The guys that you don't even know about. And here's the other thing. I'm not super in the know of like the EDM scene, and I know there's amazing DJs from Denver that like travel the world, and they're EDM DJs, and they're huge followings, huge playlists, you know, do those gigantic festivals all over the world. I don't even necessarily know about them, but I know they're sick, right? So I don't want to disrespect and like.
It's just who's on your radar.
Right. For me, Colorado hip hop, you know, DJs that I've seen tear clubs down, own the club scene in Denver, own mixtape scene in Denver, been on the radio in Denver. It's those four guys for me as far as Denver goes. And then, like I said, Clue, Funkmaster Flex, Tony Touch, DJ Drama, Michael 5000 Watts, DJ Screw, like those guys. I really like those two guys just because they put Houston on. In my opinion, I want to be to Denver, to the Denver hip-hop scene, what DJ Screw is to the Houston hip-hop scene. Because in my opinion, DJ Screw made Houston hip-hop a national region that you had to respect.
Absolutely,
now we all know what Houston is, right? We know Houston is a major hip-hop hub in America, right? You got New York, Atlanta, California, Houston. Like those are the four major. Chicago. Those are the five major areas, in my opinion, right? For hip hop. DJ Screw and shortly after DJ Screw passed, Michael 5000 Watts, those were the guys that put that out onto the forefront for everybody like us to know Houston's dope and this is what they're doing and that is their sound and it's dope. Sure,
they made it huge. And that's, so you're mentioning your mixtape and kind of what you're doing out here. So, yeah, let's talk about that.
All right. Yeah, so Box State Bangers Deluxe Edition is what I'm putting out. It should be dropping here shortly. Originally, what was it, I think either 2 years ago, I dropped Box State Bangers. There was 16 tracks on it, all Colorado artists. And it was just a mixtape that I wanted to put together and put out there. I am known for rocking with Colorado artists and trying to push Colorado as a scene and just give them a platform as much as I can. So when I originally did Box State Bangers, that was the goal, was just to show the world, like I said on the intro, show the world what hip-hop sounds like a mile high, right? That's what I wanted to do. That's what I'm doing with this one. But we're re-releasing it, and we got 6 brand new tracks with 6 artists that weren't on the original mixtape also on this thing. So that's why we're calling it the Box State Bangers Deluxe Edition. And it's dope. I love the new additions that we made. I love the tape that it had. We ran it through my man Ree. He put his stank on it, made all the tracks sound really dope and really big and full, and I love it. I can't wait for everybody else to hear it, because with the addition of the 6 tracks that we added, the mixtape was dope as it is, right? There's dope songs top to bottom on it, but adding these 6 from 6 new artists that are making names for themselves in the Colorado scene as well, I'm excited for it, for sure.
Yeah, after getting my first listen to it, it just seems like a really kind of boosted and like polished version and like an updated version
Yeah,
of what you had done. So
for
yeah,
sure, for
it's
sure. I won't lie. The first one, it wasn't necessarily rushed. It's just that was my, so it wasn't my first mixtape by any means, but it was my first time ever doing it like streaming on all platforms. All my other mixtapes were literally me and Amber printing out like mass CD burning,
yeah.
and I would, right. We ended up burning like a couple hundred CDs, and then I'd give them out when I DJ'd. Right, I was at bars and
I
I
miss those days. Yeah,
yeah, right. I had me and Dings did one Mile High Movement, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And it was the same deal, right? It was Colorado artists. And that's what we did. We made our own mixtape. We recorded it in someone's basement and put it all together. And then we burned a bunch of CDs. I made the cover. I'm sure it was copyrighted as fuck. And yeah, we would just hand CDs out or sell them. But for the most part, we were just handing them out, man. We were
yeah.
just trying to get our name out there as DJs, show love to the community, and just get their music out there. So that's how I first did it. So this was my first experience doing split sheets, doing, you know what I mean, like planned promo,
Yeah.
shooting promo videos, getting all the artists to help promo the thing, and like putting it up on all streaming platforms and doing it that way. And I think for the people that know, when you hear the first one and you compare it to this one, you'll definitely be able to hear the difference, like you said, and you'll realize it's more polished for sure.
Yeah, yeah, both obviously great, but this is maybe more the way it was intended to be. So
Yeah, for sure.
buddy.
Yeah. Box Day Bangers Deluxe Edition is going to be ill. It is the first of 4 total mixtapes that are going to come out in 2026. I'm putting out.
So yeah, maybe we just jump ahead to what the next one is, in case
All right.
people. So you're taking submissions for it, or
Yeah, man. So this is the plan for the next one, right? The next one is Sean gave me the idea a little bit. I took it and I ran with it, but he gave me the seed and I watered it and watched it grow. But we're going to call it Box State Sangers instead of Box State Bangers. Kind of corny, but I think it's going to be dope.
I think that's an amazing idea.
Box State Sangers is the next mixtape. That's going to be coming out in April, a couple months. And it's going to be an all R&B Colorado R&B artist mixtape. So I want nothing but sangers on there. So if you can sang, holla at your boy, man, because I want nothing but singers. That's it. I don't want, I mean, you know what I mean? If you got a track that features a hip hop artist, cool. But you know what I mean? Like, I want people that can blow on this thing for real. And I want to show everybody, not only within Colorado, but people all over the country, Colorado has musical talent and we can do more than just ski and smoke weed. We make good music and it's not just hip hop music. It's not just, actually in reality, we're probably more known for our rock and country music around the country. So I want to let everybody know, you know what I mean? We do this hip hop thing and we also do this R&B thing.
We got some really talented singers out here.
We
Or
do,
singers.
man. Yeah, for real. I can't wait. I already kind of got an idea of some of the people I'm going to reach out to, but also I'm opening it up, man. This is kind of part of me opening this up. So if you know an R&B artist or if you are an R&B artist and you rock with me and you want to be like, yo, I got the perfect track for you, Cos, holla at your boy and let's get this thing going, man. Because that's what the whole thing's about too, right? Like, it's Cosign presents Box State Bangers. Cosign presents Box State Sangers. That's what we doing, right? So I'm co-signing all this stuff. I've been in the game long enough. I've done stuff with Colorado music long enough to know, you know what I mean? Like who got the juice and who don't, who's dope and who ain't. And so yeah, if you get on the mixtape, I'm co-signing that you dope, and we're gonna put it out and show everybody else that you dope too. So for all the artists, if you think you dope, holla at your boy, and you know what I mean, let's get that thing cracking.
And there's really no reason not to. I mean, in this, like, in the climate of music nowadays, with everybody just trying to get seen and so much music getting uploaded and
Yeah.
there's music everywhere. I mean, if you've got somebody with your type of background that's willing to, give somebody a platform and promo and, all this, like, why wouldn't they want to be on your tape?
For
I mean,
sure.
I think it's, so artists definitely should tap in on that. Which, let's go into like the next thing that you're doing. Which is you here right in the spot that we're at right now.
Yeah.
You did it was almost a 2-hour session,
Yeah.
but it was intended to be an hour-long session of just you showing off your skills. Maybe you can kind of talk about how that went a little bit.
Yeah, man. So it was DJ Cos at the Boombox Studios. We kind of took an idea that's been popping right now on YouTube and TikTok and stuff, where DJs are doing these living room parties, right, or these house parties where, you know what I mean, the camera is focused on the DJ and he does a 1, 2, 3 hour set and he's just playing music while people are just kind of vibing, right? Like you're basically broadcasting a house party, more or less, is what it is. So that's what we did here at the Boombox Studios. We turned it into our own living room. We had a party. We had food. We had drinks. People showed up dressed to the nines, and it was fucking fun. Like, if it was anything, it was fun. I can only speak for the, 50 people that were here, but the 50 people that showed up, every single one of them had fun. I know that, Sean. I know you
Definitely,
had fun.
yeah.
Sean,
Everybody.
Sean had a lot of fun, okay? Sean had a lot of fun. He was dancing. He was partaking. He had a good time. I had a great time. I loved it. I loved doing it. But yeah, so we shot it. Sean did what he did, put his stank on it, and we posted it up. It's up right now on YouTube. And it was just me vibing and DJing and doing some new school, some new old school, some mashups, some remixes. You know what I mean? So go check that out. Go watch it, because we definitely have some dope little parts in there for sure. I think we had
And even if you're just-
we had an unk dance off at
Yeah,
one
yeah.
point, right?
The visuals are great, but even just playing it in the background, I've done
Yeah,
that
yeah,
a
yeah,
couple
exactly.
times, just cleaning up the house, just
Yup.
do it on in the background.
Yeah, just throw the
it's
mix
great just to
on
listen to, yeah.
and let it you know what I mean, bump throughout the house while you're doing whatever you gotta do or whatever. But yeah, go check that out, because it was dope. That's another thing that we're gonna do. We're gonna do 3 more this year. We're gonna do another one in the springtime. We're gonna do it here again, at the Boombox Studios. That's gonna be sick. And then me and Sean are throwing around this idea for the summer, man. We're gonna do a pool party, I think, and I think that's gonna be
looking at.
lit. But we gotta get there first. And so for right now, go check out that, because it's out right now and it's dope. Run those numbers up, and the next one is coming up in April. If you want to come party with us, man, holla at your boy. We'll make it happen. You know what I mean? It was an invite-only type of situation the first time. This next time is going to be the same thing, but I'm going to open it up, too, because I know a lot of people saw it, and they was like, yo, how come I wasn't there?
Yeah,
How
we
come
don't
I
want to
didn't
leave
get the
people
invite?
out. Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to extend the invites to a lot of people, and if you're interested in something like that, or if you've already seen it and you want to rock with us, holla at your boy, man. We make it pop.
I got a question for you about that set that you played here. Because typically when I see you, you've got to play other people's music, or I guess you don't have as much freedom in what you can do.
Right.
So how would you describe the set that you played here? Would you say that was you just letting loose, doing what you want? Were you keeping an eye on that crowd, kind of seeing what they want? Was it really premeditated? Like, was it typical of DJ Cos? Like,
yeah, I think it was all 3, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I had an idea of what I wanted to do. I had some remixes that I made at the crib. I had some remixes that I've heard other DJs have done, so I've taken those. I won't lie, that's the other thing, bro. Like, kind of going back to the first thing, not to backpedal too much, but DJs who put sets out and do that stuff, don't be a fucking lame and try to take credit for all of it, right? If you saw another DJ mix these 2 songs and it was dope and you duplicated that or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay to admit that. It's okay. You know what I mean? Like, you're not the first DJ in the history of DJs, so it's okay to say you got inspiration from another DJ. There were some mashups that I played that I got from other DJs. There were some mashups that I made myself, but I got the idea seeing other sets and so on and so forth. And then there were some mashups that I did that just came to me. You know what I mean? But I did have an idea of what I wanted to do. And in all honesty, when I got here, I was like, all right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do like a real smoothed out R&B two-step, grown and sexy type thing. And that was the vibe that we were trying to set. And I think we did a good job of the vibe setting like that. Everyone showed up, dressed up, looking nice, the whole nine. And then we got here and, you know, my man Ree, my man Aquap, Chico, Calvin, you know, and if you guys know these guys are like the life of the party, man. So the minute I hit play, they was already like just turned all the way up, and they turned everybody else up around them. And from there, it went from this is going to be like a real smoothed out hip hop or a real smoothed out R&B boom bap type of vibe to, yo, man, we gigging in here. We going to get some booty shaking. And so that's kind of what it turned into. And that was dope. It was fun because, again, I read the crowd. You know what I mean? Like, they were all behind me, which was weird, too. I don't know if I told you that, Sean. Like, it's weird not being able to see them.
Yeah,
everyone's behind me. So if you watch the whole in video and you watch me, you see me kind of like turning around a lot because I want to make sure that everyone's vibing with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I like what I'm doing, but are they liking what I'm doing?
Yeah, I didn't
because
think about
how
that.
goofy is that, right? Like, can you imagine how goofy that video would be if I'm over here like DJing and vibing and everyone's just like, what?
Yeah, just getting ready to leave.
Yeah, for real, right? Like, oh man, look at that, man. We have a reservation at Chili's. We gotta go. Like, you know what I mean? Like that would be.
Yeah, I didn't
whack.
even think about that. That is so funny.
But yeah, going off of their energy, we just kind of rock. I still kind of maintained new school and old school mix. And I knew my crowd. I knew the people that we invited. I knew it would make those people dance and have a good time. So at some point in time during the night, real early in the set, I just said, fuck it, man. We ain't going to be grown and sexy. We're going to just have a good time. And that's exactly what we did, man. We got people dancing, and it was dope. So,
did what you wanted to do?
I had a plan, kind of stuck to it, but also adapted midway. And I would like to think I quarterbacked that thing to a victory.
Right. Exactly what a DJ is supposed to do, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Just keep changing and adapting and making things make sense.
Exactly.
So we kind of talked about everything. I guess we did talk about what's next a little bit. I don't know if you have any other details on that.
No, like I said, man, I got Box Day. So the first DJ Cos at the Boombox Studio party, that one's in the books. That one's out online right now. Go check that out. The next one's coming up in April, and then we're gonna do another one in the summer at the end of summer before everyone goes back to school and goes back to living their sad, fall and winter lives. And then we're going to do one to wrap up the end of the year. So we got 3 more parties coming up, and we got 3 more mixtapes coming up. The next mixtape is Box State Singers. It's an R&B mixtape. I want nothing but singers, period. So if you can sing, holla at your boy, and let's see if we can't get you on the next mixtape. That's going to be the next one. After that, I'm not really sure, man. I'm bouncing around a couple ideas on what I want to do. I don't know if I want to go after a bunch of super big Colorado heavy hitters that are well established in the game and see what they got for me, or if I want to maybe, give a nod to the new school, man, because even though I am getting up there and according to my kids, I'm an unk all day. You know what I mean? I know that music is obviously always growing, always progressing, always going forward, and that's with the new generation. So I am bouncing around the idea of maybe doing a 25 and under artist mixtape type deal, right? And get one for like the young ones. But
Okay.
I don't know, man. We'll see. But we got 3 more mixtapes coming. And the one thing I do know, I am confident in saying is all 4 mixtapes are going to represent Colorado well. They're gonna stay on brand with your boy. And you know what it is, man? It's Colorado versus everybody all day, every day, man. I am my ultimate goal when it's all said and done, and I'm done DJing. I don't want to do it no more. And they do a documentary or they write a book about Colorado hip hop and how that history was. All I want is some recognition. All I want is some people to be like, yo, Coast was one of the ones that helped us, get to where we're at. I want Colorado and this region to be seen the same way Atlanta, New York, LA, Chicago, Houston, you know what I mean? I want the Midwest. I want us to be seen the same way they see those other regions, and I want to be one of the people that help do that. And hopefully that's the goal with some of these mixtapes, man. Showing the world that we do it out here, man. You know what I mean? We do more than just ski and smoke weed.
No, that's important to be one of the people that make a positive
Right.
impact.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a lot of them, so
I want to be, like I said, I want to be to Denver what DJ Screw was to the Houston hip hop scene.
all right.
I don't know if it's realistic or not, but
Yeah.
that's the goal, man. That's what I want to do.
I think you can do it.
Or be one of them at least.
I got one question, one
Yeah.
last question.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap it up because we kind of talked about all the important stuff there.
Yep.
But I get a lot of different answers on this, and I wanted to see, you knowing all of like Colorado, Denver, Aurora's history and music and hip hop specifically, and knowing what all these other cities and states sound like. Does Colorado hip hop have a sound?
Yes. Absolutely. Definitely. Yeah. Colorado, it's funny because Denver sounds like Denver. You can tell when at least for me, I can tell when a rapper's from Aurora. I can tell when they're from Springs. I can tell when they're from Greeley, Fort Collins area. But yes, Colorado does have a sound. Obviously, Colorado is just like the United States. It's a melting pot. Everybody knows Colorado has been popping off for the last 10, 20 years. Everyone's been moving here. If you're a native to Colorado, you already know. Maybe you love it, maybe you hate it. But do we have hints and little nods to the West Coast? Obviously, right? I think that more than anything, right? If you were to compare it, we sound more like West Coast. We have more West Coast flavor than any other flavor, but we got people from Florida coming through here and giving us their style. People from Atlanta and the down south, North Carolina, South Carolina, all that stuff. Mississippi coming up here and giving us their little bit of style, right? East Coast, all over the place. It's a melting pot. But in my opinion, I can spot a Colorado artist. If you were to play me 10 different artists from all over the country, I am confident that I could tell you that's the Colorado artist.
How would you be able to identify it?
Their slang, right? The way they put music together, what they're rapping about. Those three things definitely. I mean, you're always going to have these artists that come through and, right, they're going to almost use like, yo, I'm from the East Coast, man, so I'm going to hit you with this super tough East Coast stuff. Shout out to my man, Pedro 610. Perfect example, right? He's out in Allentown. He sounds like he's from Allentown. But he also sounds like he's from Denver. He's a Denver rapper with East Coast roots, right? So in my opinion, Colorado has its own sound, and it's a mix of a little bit of everything because, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, man, in the 80s, in the 90s, Colorado didn't have a big hip-hop scene. There's rappers all the time. There's B-boys and graffiti artists and everything. But as music became more accessible and the music industry changed to where you don't have to get on the radio, you don't have to be heard by A&R at Def Jam or Sony or, Death Row or whatever just to get heard and to be put on. All you had to do is record some shit and put it on SoundCloud or YouTube or whatever. As the music industry changed, Colorado music grew. And as Colorado music grew, the sound grew with it. And yes, Colorado has a sound. And I love it. And I'm rocking with it.
Yes, it does.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
Like I said, I mean, maybe you have to be from Colorado. And maybe I can say that with my chest so much because I've seen it just grow over the 15 years that I've been here and seen how much it's grown. It's seen certain little politics die and it grow. The common thing is, yo, man, who's ever blown up from Colorado? It's all relative. It's all how you see it. You know what I mean? There are artists from Colorado that have gigantic hits. They have lived off of that one hit or that one album, right? Flowbots is one of them. You may not think that is a great big hip hop group. They're from Denver and they eat off their music. Yeah. That's successful to me. Whether you like Trev Rich or not, he's Grammy nominated and he eats off his music. That's a music career. He's made it. He was signed. You know what I mean? He travels the country with his music. Trev Rich is a national artist from Denver. 303 national artist. Tag Team, Pure Devotion. Those guys from the back in the day. Tag Team. All they did was whoop. There it is. Yeah. It's 2025, and I guarantee you if I play that song, you fucking know the words to Whoop, There It Is. Shut the fuck up, dude. That's a hit. They live in a house off of that song, right? So all these artists out here that don't have no hits, don't hate on the guy that has the one hit that has made their whole life. So yes, there are artists from Colorado that have quote-unquote made it, and yes, there are more coming that are going to surpass those guys. We're not Los Angeles. We're not New York. We're not Atlanta, where we just have this abundance of music coming and everybody fucking loves it. Yet. We're not them yet. I truly believe there's a talent in here to do it. We just have to get the right mentality and have to get the right resources in Denver to make it grow.
So mentality and resources, anything in particular that people listening could improve?
It's, again, if you talk to people, like if you ever look at comments on music that, let's say you have a national, I saw this just the other day. Who was it? It was, maybe it was Tory Lanez. It was somebody that was doing a stream and they were reviewing music and they played AP and they played one other Colorado artist. It was an R&B person. I can't think of who it was. But they played their songs. And if you look at the comments, people are like, bro, really? They rap in Colorado? I didn't know that. I thought all they did was fucking ride horses. Like, there are genuinely people that think we ride horses to work or we, like, snowshoe to work. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I want to go to my friend's house. Let me strap on my skis and fucking ski over there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, really, step outside, bro. Touch some grass. But, yeah, like the mentality around Colorado is we're just this cowpoke mountain town that doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about. You can't be hard and be from Colorado. You can't do gangster music and be from Colorado because, you know, what? We're not Compton. We're not the Bronx. We're not Queens.
Or anything that sounds like it.
Right.
I guess.
Like, you know what I mean? So getting people to hear it and understanding, like, yo, we got our own style out here. Check it out. You might like it. I guarantee you it took a long time for the screwed sound from Houston to catch on. But once it caught on, that's all you heard on the radio. Yeah. In the early 2000s, bro, Mike Jones, Paul Wall, Slim Thug, DJ Screw, all those guys, Zebo, that's all you heard on the radio. At one point, it wasn't like that. Right? People didn't know. People didn't care. When they first heard screwed up music, they're like, what is this? Why is it so slow? Why is it so weird? And then it just became infectious and you couldn't deny it. And it was because Houston as a city, they saw the stars that they had and they pushed them until everybody else caught on. That's what Denver needs to do.
Seen that. Yeah,
Denver needs to get behind artists and push them to force everybody outside the box to realize these guys are fucking dope. It doesn't matter that they're from Denver.
So maybe a better support system.
Yeah, more of a community for sure. And then when I say better resources, I'm talking about, like I said, we're not like LA or New York where we can jump in the ride or jump on a train or whatever and go 30 minutes and all of a sudden we're at Sony Music headquarters, Capitol Records, you know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, right? We're not there. There is no offices for iHeart Music here or what, you know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. So those kind of resources, yeah, we're going to need it. Because even though the music industry has changed to where anybody can make music, anybody can be heard, we're proving that right now by putting Box State Bangers out on all streaming platforms and anybody in the world with Spotify or Apple Music can hear it. You still got to have a machine behind you. You still got to have investment. And that's what I mean when I say resources. Whether it be resources within Denver, people with money start investing into the Colorado music community and helping them grow within, or helping the community grow within, or reaching out or having guys like people from LA, Atlanta, New York, wherever, reach over to us and be like, yo, I wanna help you guys out. And here's the other thing. I'm not trying to go on this big old rant. You can be from Denver, do stuff out of state, and still be Denver.
Yeah.
Just because you go to LA, New York, Chicago, Miami, wherever it is you go and you do your music, doesn't mean all of a sudden you're not still a Colorado artist. You can go there, go where the resources are, go where the A&Rs are, the big wigs, whatever. Go there and make them see that it's dope to be from Colorado. Not just some guy from Denver that wishes or wants to sound like he's from this other region. Make them realize that being from Colorado is dope.
Yeah, that's one of my least favorite things is there'll be great artists from here that try their absolute hardest to hide that fact.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, it doesn't really help
Make
the
it,
Denver
yeah,
cause,
bro.
and it really, it feels kind of like fake as a person a little bit, but
And that's why I admire a guy like Squizzy Taylor. I know I've said his name but once, but that's why I admire him
yeah.
as much as I do, because he goes and he DJs these giant clubs in Vegas and Atlanta and New York and LA and Chicago and all these major cities, all these major markets, and he doesn't hide the fact that he's from Denver. He doesn't. He's not. He doesn't. You don't see him. He wears it on his chest. He reps Denver just as much as anybody else, and I love that because he's making people realize it's cool to be from Denver. We're fucking cool here too. We got swag here too. We got style here too. We got our own flavor here too. We're not trying to be like everybody else. The West Coast has their own flavor. They have their own style. We do too, and our shit's dope too. I love that. And I think a lot of Colorado artists that are branching out to other markets, doing shows in other cities, doing shows in other countries, getting their music heard in Germany and all these other, wherever it is that your Spotify is telling you people are playing your music, keep repping that and make the world see that, yes, I'm from Denver and it's fucking cool here too, so get with it. You know what I mean? Everybody, that's our just human nature, right? Our human nature, for the most part, is to like be up on it, right? Like, yo, what's dope right now? We want to be up on that. Right? You can be independent, be like kind of like, oh no, I'm indie, but still want to be cool. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
Everybody wants that, and that's what Colorado is.
All
I'm
right,
rambling now. Sorry.
No. I appreciate the opinion. That's kind of what I wanted to get out of it. But before we end this,
Yeah.
let's talk about whatever people need to know, where to find things, where they need to go, where you need to send them, all that stuff.
So, artists, fans, other DJs, wedding planners, anybody that has anything to do with music or likes music or whatever, rock with your boy, DJ Cos 5280.com. DJCOS 5280.com. You can see the video that me and Sean shot. You can hear mixes that I have on Mixcloud. You can see the shows that I've done. You can see the stuff I got coming up. Once the mixtape's up, you can be able to go right to there and go to your favorite platform to hear the mixtape. You can personally contact me to book me or to just holler at me, submit music. You know what I mean? Any of that stuff, all through djcoast5280.com. Make sure y'all watch the video. DJ Cos, the Boombox Studio session. Check that out right now. It's dope. Put that on. Let that rock. And be on the lookout, man, because in the next couple weeks, Box State Bangers Deluxe Edition will be out on all streaming platforms. The shit's going to bang. I forgot to mention, man. So like I said, six extra tracks. We got a new track from my man Jay Stacks, RIP. I got blessing from his family to put his song on there. He's a Colorado legend that passed way too early. We got Jay Stacks' song on there. We got two dope female artists, Jade I Am and She Who Won't Be Named. I got two exclusive tracks from her. I got an exclusive track from my man Lodi Trail. He's an up-and-coming artist. Not even up-and-coming. He's been in the game for a minute, but he's making some serious waves. My man Hash blessed me with something super dope. And my man He's from Florida, but he's fully Colorado now, and that's my boy, City Boy Chico. He did some real dope shit for me too, as well as some real familiar names on the mixtape. So if you haven't heard the mixtape, the original one, check this one out, man, because we got my man Riaga, Toussaint Lorenz, Albies Fashiz, John Doe, Jason Martin, Hash, MC Uriah, a ton of artists, man. Like I said, think the whole mixtape is now 22 tracks. 22 tracks of nothing but Colorado artists and just straight heat, man. So be on the ready for that because it's going to be dope. But rock with your boy, DJ Cos, 5280.com. That'll also take you to all my socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that shit.
We'll add all the links and everything like that.
All that.
Yeah. I think that's
And keep
that's
rocking
it.
with my man Sean, all right? Sean's doing some real big things out here. All my artists out there. Link with your boy to get a music video, but make sure, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you got your money right. Don't come at my boy with no bullshit. You know what I mean?
Holler at your boy.
Holla at my mans. Come in, do the Boombox Studio. Drop mic videos, music videos. Shit, man. If you want, he'll record, you know what I mean? He'll direct your sex tape. It don't matter.
Do lots of those.
Sean's with the shits, baby. Let's go.
All right. Thanks, everybody.